Hello and welcome to the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Vietnam urges China to cancel fishing ban. Shrimp exporters demand action on strong baht. EU requires certification of Indonesian fishery. Feds release plan to protect Chinook salmon. Stars tell Nobu to end its line in bluefin tuna. Vietnam is urging China to cancel its fishing ban in parts of the South China Sea in effect until August 1st. Vietnam government spokesman had called the Chinese embassy in Hanoi urging China to cease operations at sea which interfere with Vietnamese fishermen's trade. China officially imposed the ban on May 16th to prevent overfishing, but the area, a huge exclusive economic zone surrounding the Spratly and Paracel Islands in the South China Sea, has long been at the center of an international territorial dispute between Vietnam and China, as well as other countries in the region. The fishing ban causes indignation among the public, bringing no benefit to bilateral relations. Vietnam requested that the Chinese side stop all operations preventing Vietnamese fishermen fishing in the marine areas under Vietnamese sovereignty. Shrimp exporters in Thailand have expressed alarm at the continued strength of the baht, forecasting that shrimp exports could fall by 20% this year if the baht climbs to 33 baht against the US dollar. The private sector is feeling the sting as the baht's strength reduces Thai shrimp's competitiveness in the world markets. Thai shrimp prices dropped by 15 baht per kilogram after the baht went to 36 to 34 per dollar. They are calling on the government to help manage the baht to stay at about 36 baht per dollar to make their products comparatively competitive. Should the baht strengthen further to average 33 baht, Thai shrimp exporters believe shrimp processing plants for exports will stage a rally against the government. The European Union will require all fishery products imported from Indonesia to be certified starting January next year. The decision is part of its sustainable fishery policy to curb illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. A Directorate General spokesman said there would be new regulatory framework to ensure certification standards could be met. The certificate must be filled in by local exporters who have already had an approval number, and details should be filed with competent local authorities to complete the validation process. The Fishery and Maritime Ministry is set to chalk up a 9% growth in the country's exports of fishery products to $2.8 billion this year, dominated by shrimp and tuna fish. Federal fisheries regulators in San Francisco, United States, released a wide-ranging plan to help the struggling Chinook salmon. The National Marine Fisheries Service recommends in the report a new water temperature management plan for the upper Sacramento River and Shasta Reservoir, opening dams and restricting pumping to allow for better salmon migration, among other things. According to Schwarzenegger, the plan puts fish above the needs of millions of Californians and the health and security of the world's 8th largest economy. Some state officials argue that a multi-species approach, one that combines a court-mandated water pumping restrictions for the Delta smelt with salmon and other species protections, would be the best way to achieve habitat and conservation, as well as a reliable water source. Elle Macpherson, Sienna Miller, Stephen Fry, and Sting are among more than 30 celebrity customers who have signed a letter calling on Nobu to stop selling bluefin tuna. Last week, it emerged that the two Michelin-starred Nobu restaurants in Mayfair, United States, had responded to adverse publicity in a new film by advising customers in a footnote on the menu to avoid ordering bluefin because it was endangered, while continuing to serve the fish. Nobu's restaurants elsewhere in the world also continue to sell bluefin without the footnote. The protest letter was started by Kate Goldsmith, the Rothschild heiress, after she watched a special preview of the film. Bluefin tuna is celebrated by sushi chefs and fetches astronomically high prices in Japanese markets, but breeding stocks are at an all-time low. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. See you next time.